You guys sent me a lot of interesting Beyblade ideas, so I decided, why not make them? Okay, which one should we start off with? Let's see. There's just a bunch of comments. Here's one by Zaquilius. I like his name, so let's make his idea. He says, make an X Beyblade that has armor like Phoenix from Burst. Wait, yeah, that is so cool. Why have I not done this yet? I have to make this. Anyway, with the help of Spooky, we cooked up this model and oh my goodness, it looks so good. So obviously, unlike the original Revive Phoenix, its armor isn't made out of mostly plastic. We decided to make it completely out of metal just because all X Beyblades are made out of metal. And if we made it out of plastic, it would get absolutely destroyed. On that same thought, when the armor comes off, there is metal underneath the blade as well, just so it doesn't totally die when its armor shoots out. And yeah, this thing looks awesome. And to print it, of course, we're using JLC 3DP, who are at this point the sponsors of this channel because they're sponsoring this video as well. Whenever we need something metal 3D printed, we go to them, and they're great, they're cheap, and they're fast. Almost everyone in the Beyblade scene uses them. All you have to do is go to their website, which will be linked in the description, upload your Beyblade, choose your material, add a description. So for Beyblades, it's toy part, and then submit the order. It is that simple. This whole Phoenix Beyblade with 2 metal and 2 plastic parts only costs around $16. But I will say shipping and customs can get kind of expensive. But if you choose global shipping, it's much cheaper. You'll just have to wait a little longer for your order. For me though, I don't mind paying a little extra because I'm Beyblade rich, so I'm going with DHL shipping. They have engineers that look over every part ordered, and they're very meticulous. You might get an email saying your walls are a little thin. For Beyblade parts, it's usually fine to just accept the risks and print them. And if you guys want to print any of the custom Beyblade ideas in this video, like the X version of Phoenix, I'll have all the models linked in the description, and you can use JLC 3DP to print them. There's $70 worth of coupons for new users. There's like a $9 coupon for 3D printing and a $10 one for shipping, so you're saving like 19 bucks right there. Anyway, the parts just came in, so let's take a look. All right, moment of truth. Felix, play the drums. Whoa. Okay, so here is the video. Oh, I forgot I printed the plastic parts with JLC. I actually also printed it using my computer, so I guess we can compare them. Yeah, their plastic parts look way better than mine. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's look at the actual Beyblade. So this is the inside plastic part, and this is the metal shield I was talking about earlier. As you can see, it is actually pretty chunky. It probably weighs just as much as Rhino Horn. And then it just smoothly fits in just like that. And then here we have, actually, let me just put in the chip first. All right, there we go, chip in. And here is, oh my gosh, it looks just like Revive Phoenix, but it is completely made out of metal. Anyway, here's the armor. All we have to do, same thing as Revive Phoenix, we just twist it, and there we go. It is locked in, and now we have an X version of Revive Phoenix. Now, of course, this isn't the right color scheme, so give me a little bit. I'm gonna spray paint it so it looks good. All right, and here's everything all painted, and honestly, it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to test this out. The metal armor is so heavy. So yeah, let's just go to the stadium and let's do some battles. So the combo I decided to go with was 960 Glide. The original Revive Phoenix came with 10. Obviously there's no 10, I guess 9 is the closest number. And then I went with Glide just because it's pretty similar to the friction driver that released on Revive Phoenix. So yeah, let's do some test battles and let's see how this Armor X Beyblade does. We're gonna start pretty easy with Rhino Horn. If it can't defeat Rhino Horn, it has no hope. So there we go, there is Rhino Horn. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And there is our Armor X Beyblade. Oh, there goes the armor. Oh, did you see that? It's just like the anime. It's using it to throw out Rhino, and it won. That was so cool. Okay, so it can definitely defeat Rhino. Let's move on to a little more powerful Beyblade. Not too much more powerful, but here we have Black Shell. Go shoot. Black Shell. 3, 2, 1. That was cool. Oh, the armor again. Oh, it bursted it with the armor. That is so awesome. They need to bring the armor gimmick back to X. Did you see that? That was so cool. Okay, it's like ripping through the competition. Let's try Leon Claw next. Here we go, Leon's Claw versus Phoenix. All right, let's see that armor come off. There we go, pops off. Oh, it hit Leon's Claw right there. Hit him again, hit him again. Okay, yes. It's so good. Destroyed. All right, you know what? Let's try a more powerful Beyblade. Let's try it against Silver Wolf. There's Silver Wolf. And here is the armor Phoenix. And there goes the armor. Okay. Oh, yes. It burst Silver Wolf. You know what? Final test. Let's see how it does against Wizard Rod. Wizard Rod. Phoenix armor Beyblade. Oh, that was a direct hit. Oh, and a burst. Yo, this armor is so much fun. Anyway, the other ideas are also pretty cool, so let's go to the next idea. Next idea, let's do this one by Highground83. He says, make a Dran Buster, but it has like 4 sword contact points. It would make for some great action-packed battle. This dude's trying to break all my Beyblades. This is crazy. But honestly, it sounds too awesome to not do. I'll just have to live with the consequences. Let me ask Spooky to model this guy up.
3 days later.
And after a couple days, here is the model for the 4-pointed sword Beyblade. Oh my gosh, this thing is terrifying. It's like it came straight out of my nightmares. It's literally a ninja star and it's going to destroy everything in its way. And here it is in real life. This thing is terrifying. It is just like 4 super sharp corners. Well, I mean, let's put this thing together, I guess. So Dran Buster comes with 160. So for our 4-sided Dran Buster, I decided to go with 455 to match all the 4 points. And then I went with flat. Rush is probably the best Beyblade bit right now, but I decided to go with flat just because I want this thing to move super fast. It hits super hard. So let's do a test launch real quick. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I mean, it spins really well. I'm only scared. My only gripe with this Beyblade is I feel like it's gonna hit super hard, but because its points are so prominent, it's gonna get a super hard hit and then run out of stamina like right after that. But let's see how this thing does. I'm gonna see how it does against Shinobi Shadow. I'm actually really scared. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, that is exactly what I was talking about. It's gonna hit super hard and then just die because it has no stamina. But I did miss launch it, so let's see how it does with a real launch. It should have slightly more spin than that. There we go. Here we have it. Oh my gosh. If you thought Dran Buster was like the One Punch Man Beyblade, this thing is actually the One Punch Man Beyblade. It got a burst and an extreme finish and 1 hit. Who should we do next? Let's do Wizard Rod. Wizard Rod versus the 4-pointed attack type Beyblade. Let's see it. Okay, there we go. Just a nice burst against Wizard Rod. Next, let's try it against Silver Wolf. There's Silver Wolf. And here is the 4, oh my gosh, 3 crazy hits in a row. I feel like this is the personification of what an attack type Beyblade, bro, it keeps, I don't know if it bursts before or the second I pick it up it bursts, but no way. I'm pretty sure it bursted Silver Wolf and it was just like this spinning. So it did burst him, but yeah, this is like what an attack type Beyblade should be. It hits super hard, but at the same time, it's not super overpowered because the second it hits something, it loses all of its spin. Anyway, let's try that one more time. There we have it, Silver Wolf, the extreme attack Beyblade. That's what I'm saying. It like bursts the Beyblade, but it doesn't even know that it's bursted. I don't even know if burst is a word. It doesn't even know that it's been burst yet. So then it just keeps spinning, but the second I pick it up, it just explodes. I actually really like this Beyblade. This Beyblade's really fun to use. Let's see how it does against Scorpion Spear, another super recoil heavy Beyblade. Here we go, Scorpion Spear versus, okay, oh! Bro, it's like the bursting king. It just bursts everything. I don't even know what else to put up against it. I think we're gonna have to make some competitive combos. For the final test, we're gonna put it up against the Beyblade combo to beat. Of course, Wizard Rod, 960 ball, probably the best combo in the game. Here we go, Wizard Rod versus, I think I'm gonna call this guy the Nightmare. All right, the Nightmare, go. Yo, come on, 2 points right there. You know, we'll do first to 4 points. All right, so that's 2 points to the Nightmare. Okay, I launched it in the pocket, but it gets out. Let's see if it can still win. Okay. Yeah, the pocket stole all of its spin. Low-key, that's on me, but still super hard hits. But that is 2-1. All right. Oh, a burst. I'm telling you, the Nightmare is literally like the bursting king. It's bursting everything. Wow, this Beyblade is so OP. And it's so much fun to use. Okay, it's OP, but it's not like extremely OP. Like when I use the nuke, for example, that feels like it's not even fair. At least with the Nightmare, it's like the other Beyblade can win. It just usually doesn't because it just explodes. Anyway, let's move on to the next idea. Let's do a little bit more of a tame idea next. This next idea comes from Normie Anime Watcher, and honestly, his name is pretty accurate. He has Bleach as his profile picture. You know, it could be worse. You could have Naruto. I love Naruto. I'm just saying it's a Normie anime. Anyway, he says, make a ratchet that has teeth in it so you can attach your burst drivers in X base. That is a fire idea too. There are so many burst drivers that haven't been made into X yet. Like, could you imagine Bullet on an X Beyblade? And oh my goodness, or like the bearing drift driver, literally nothing would beat it. The only problem is it wouldn't work with the X rails because the burst drivers don't have gears, but it would still be cool to try them. So let's model and print this idea. Spooky modeled this one super fast. It actually only took her like 30 minutes. Anyway, here is the burst ratchet. It has slopes just like Hasbro Burst Beyblades, but then a large divot on the end, so hopefully the driver doesn't burst off easily. We wanted to stay on because the ratchet already has a bursting mechanism. We don't need it to burst twice. Anyway, let's test it out. All right, well, let's just try it out. Here I have a wand wizard. We'll just put it on and boom, it fits perfectly. And then here, this is an evil combo. Here I have bearing and we just, yes. Oh my gosh, it works perfectly. This is terrifying. If we wanted to, we just take bearing off and I don't know, maybe put on atomic. Oh my gosh. This thing is going to be so, wait, this looks so cursed. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it. Okay, let's see what it looks like with the attack bit. Okay, so, or I guess attack driver. I keep forgetting. Why they switch up the lingo like that? Anyway, here it is with Ultimate Reboot. Actually, yeah, that does look cursed. But I'm actually so excited to try these out. So let's go to the stadium and let's see how this performs. I'm really excited for this one. I think we just put it on Wand Wizard or Wizard Rod because it's so OP. And I think we start off with a bang. Where's my bullet driver? Here it is right here. Let's put the bullet driver on Wizard. Oh my gosh. This thing looks so goofy. All right, well, let's see how the bullet driver does against X Beyblades. Let's play against Weiss Tiger first. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, it already came off. Go. Yeah, the bullet driver. Oh my gosh, it makes Wand Wizard so tall. Okay, there it goes. I mean, it's kicking around the bullet driver, kind of like the anime, but the bullet driver's already done spinning. It was a good idea to put it on Wizard Rod just because it has so much stamina. So it's still probably going to dominate. There it goes. Even though it's so tall. Let's put it up against a little bit of a better opponent. Let's see how it does against Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf, and here is the bullet driver. Oh my, bro, it jumped out of the stadium. All right, one more time. Go. Oh my, I guess when you pull the bullet driver on an X Beyblade, it literally makes it jump like crazy. You know what? Let's try a different driver. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so cursed. We have Wizard Rod on bearing. I hope we never see that day. All right, Silver Wolf, and Wizard on a bearing. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so OP. All right, this is probably gonna be a pretty boring battle though, so Felix, speed it up. And of course, bearing wins. All right. That was boring. Let's move on to a more exciting burst driver. It doesn't get more exciting than this. Here we have... Okay guys, I just want to test this out. Let's just test the quest driver. Maybe it's like secretly OP. We're going to test it against an attack bay. Here we have a Duran sword. So let's just stick it in the middle. Quest should not be moving like that. It's like the ultimate defense driver though. Like it has... Wait, it low-key might be kind of fire in X. Because Beyblades don't need as much stamina in X. They just need to defend against attacks. I mean, it's still lost, but let me try that again. I'm going to launch it a little harder. You know what? I'm kind of believing in this idea of just having like ultimate defense. Like, look, it eats those attacks. It ate that extreme attack. Like it's an immovable wall. The only problem is that it has terrible spin, but I mean, it just outspanned Duran's sword. Wait, this might actually be something good. All right, let's try it against Shark Edge. I was just bringing quests for the jokes, but low-key, again, it's eating these attacks. It's eating them. It's eating them. Wait, it like counters attack types of Beyblade X. Quest was like a terrible driver in Beyblade Burst. They gotta bring it back. They gotta bring it back. Let's try it one more time. Okay. All right. It didn't eat that as well, but it still survived. And then in the end, yeah, it beat Shark Edge. Wow, okay. Hasbro Takara told me if you're watching this, bring Quest into X, it would low-key destroy the meta. At least it would be a counter pick, I think. Which one should we do next? I think we have to do Atomic. It's one of the best drivers in Beyblade Burst. Probably one of the best defense drivers. So let's try Atomic. Let's put it up against an attack type. Here we have Impact Drake. There we go. Wizard Rod versus Atomic. And for those who didn't play during the Burst days, Atomic is basically just a free spinning ball driver. It has amazing defense, amazing life after death. If they brought into X, it would be super overpowered, although it is really big. It's really chunky, so I don't know if it would fit the bit system that well. But look, it just destroyed Impact Drake right there, like no problem at all. Let's throw in another attack type against it. There you go, Atomic versus the Shark. Now, okay, even though Atomic has pretty good defense, pretty good life after death, it also doesn't have that much friction with the stadium floor. So it's kind of like the opposite of Quest. It has really good stamina, but it kind of gets knocked out pretty easily. But there it goes, it just defeated Shark Edge there too. Anyway, I think we're gonna end it off with Ultimate Reboot. We're gonna use Ultimate Reboot against, why not? Pegasus Blast with its version of Ultimate Reboot. Let's see which one was better. Here we go. Wizard Rod with Ultimate Reboot versus Pegasus Blast with its own X version of Ultimate Reboot. Let's see. Ultimate Reboot's so cool. There goes Pegasus Blast. All right, and I think Wizard, yeah, Wizard's already activated as well. Okay, yeah, the Burst Ultimate Reboot is obviously better. Anyway, let's move on to your next cool Beyblade idea. Okay, that was a really cool idea, but for this next one, I'm kind of looking for something dumb. Yeah, this'll do. Here is this super tall bit, and I also made a super tall ratchet. This giant ratchet, I filled it up with 100% infill, so it's actually really heavy. But yeah, which one should we use first? I'm gonna use the bit first, why not? We've been using Wizard Rod a lot this video, so let's just use him again. Let's see how he does. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Okay, oh my gosh, it is like it's a pencil Beyblade. It's literally a pencil. You know what, I'm kind of curious to see how this thing is. This is not gonna perform well. Well, let's see how it does. I'm gonna put it up against, let's start off with an attack type. Here we have the infamous Cobalt Dragoon. There we go. Oh, sorry, Cobalt Drake. All right, Cobalt Drake versus the pencil. And the pencil's out of, wait, that is so cool. It could like spin in that pocket for a while because it's so tall. All right, that's 1 point to Cobalt Dragoon, 0 points to the pencil. Okay, solid hits. So it's cool because when the Beyblade goes and attacks, it hits the bit and not the actual Beyblade. So it actually has pretty good defense. It actually might win this. Wait, low-key, is the pencil OP? Definitely not OP. I don't know why I'm saying that. Definitely not OP, but let's see how the pencil does. Is it gonna be Cobalt Dragoon? Imagine its special move is it just falls on the opponent. Yo, it actually beat Cobalt Dragoon. Wait, the pencil actually might be kind of good. Let's put it up against a better attack Beyblade. Here's my Phoenix Wing. There is the pencil, and there is Phoenix. Let's see how he does. Okay, just destroyed by Phoenix. And then one final test for this Beyblade bit. I'm kind of curious to see how it does against stamina Beyblades. So against attack Beyblades, it's able to defend pretty well. Does it have good stamina? I'm guessing probably not, since as you just saw there, it was struggling to even like stay up. But yeah, okay, anyway, Felix, speed this up. I like how, yeah, the Beyblade doesn't even make contact with the blade. It doesn't even make contact with the ratchet. It's only hitting the super tall bit, which low-key, it might win. It might have like amazing stamina. It's actually really close. Whoa, wait, that picks up for Wolfen's stamina. Wait, the pencil, I was not expecting that. The pencil is OP. You know what, let's try it, let's try it. Let's try the pencil 2.0. This thing's fat. I'll call it the eraser. All right, let's see how the eraser does now. For the bit, let's just do something simple and just put it on ball. And just like the pencil, let's start off with Cobalt Drake. Oh my. Okay, so maybe it wasn't, go. Is it like the bullet driver? Like the top pops off and there's two Beyblades now? Wait, Loki, why is it doing kind of well for just being plastic? Wait, Loki, it almost beat Cobalt Drake. Okay, let's try that one more time. Hopefully it stays together. Okay, let's try that again. There is the eraser. Oh, okay, it looks like the first time was just a fluke. It looks fine now. Let's see how the eraser does. Oh my gosh, it's so unbalanced. You know what? I thought the bit was gonna be worse, but low-key, the giant ratchet is not that good. All right, well, let's try it again. Here we go, versus Cobalt's. I mean, it's able to defend not that well, actually. Wow. Okay, so the giant pencil bit is actually better. But for the final test, I think everyone wants to see, let's combine the pencil with the eraser. Oh my goodness. I don't think this thing is gonna spin. I mean, we can try it. Sphinx Cowl. And here we have the classroom. Yo, wait, it's working. Wait, we might have just created the most OP Beyblade in the world. Okay, I'm gonna put it up against the shortest Beyblade. Here we have Shark Scale. So the classroom versus the shortest Beyblade, Shark Scale. Yeah, get those upper attack, Shark Scale. You got it. You can do it, man. You can do it. Bro. I think we created. I can't believe this is actually working. I was not expecting to fuse the two giant Beyblade parts and to have it like actually function well, but it's functioning really well. A lot better than the ratchet was on its own. And there it goes, it just beat Shark Scale. Okay, final test, let's see how it does against an actual competitive combo. Here we have Hover Wyvern 960 Low Rush, one of the best attack type combos you can make. Let's see how the classroom does. There it is, and there is the competitive attack combo. Yo, I feel like it's dodging, it's weaving all of its attacks. Yo, why is the classroom so OP? Why is this monstrosity so good? It's so like abnormally tall, and it's just like kind of like whooping the competition. I mean, I don't think Wyvern can beat it. Literally every single attack Wyvern does is not gonna do anything. Never mind, the second I hit it, start to wobble. But still, look at him. It's so goofy. He's like on stilts. He's destroying everyone. This is so funny. Look how much life after death he has. Look at how much life after death he has. Watch, I'm gonna launch him. He starts spinning upside down. Anyway, that was the abnormally tall Beyblade. Let's move on to the next idea. Okay, my budget for this video allows for one more idea. Let's see what we got. Okay, it seems a lot of people are asking for an X version of Longinus. Well, your wish is my command. Here is an X Beyblade version of Longinus. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Oh my gosh, the metal looks so good. So I actually did print this out of titanium. It is different from the other metals that we use. I think this is stainless steel. And low-key, it feels kind of lighter. I don't know if it's because it's hollowed out or because titanium's a little lighter, but honestly, it looks amazing. It should still get the job done. And all we have to do is push this in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then put the lock chip in. Yes. This looks so good. It looks so good. Look at the sides. Oh my gosh, the upper attacks are gonna be absolutely insane on this Beyblade. Anyway, obviously it's not perfectly done. I still need to add the stickers and fill in the eyes, so give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. This thing looks so clean. Look at those upper attacks. It's like Shark Edge on steroids. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. All right, let's go to the stadium and let's see how this Metal X version of Longinus does. Okay, let's test out this Longinus Beyblade. I put on the same combo as Shark Edge because they're pretty similar. They're just upper attack Beyblades, but unlike Shark Edge, Longinus is a left spinning Beyblade. So let's test launch it real quick. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It is so cool. So again, I did print it out of titanium, so it is a little lighter. I probably should have just printed it out of stainless steel, but let's see how it does against some of the X competition. You know what, if it starts doing bad, we can pivot to life after death. I mean, that's basically what Cobalt Dragoon did. It's like a failed attack type. Now all it does is steel spin. Anyway, let's put it up against Rhino Horde, see if it can beat the Rhino. Here we go, Rhino Horde versus Longinus. Okay, even though it's pretty light, it still has insane upper attacks, able to knock Rhino out first try. Let's put it up against Nightmare. Dang it, I wish I made this Beyblade a little more heavy. So if you guys want to print this Beyblade at home, print it out of stainless steel. It'll probably perform a lot better than this, but its attacks are so heavy. Like every hit is so good if it was only like a little fatter, you know what I mean? Oh, but even so, it beat Nightmare. It has a positive win streak right now. That's probably gonna end, because let's put it up against a pretty powerful Beyblade. Here we have Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf versus Longinus. Oh my, yo! You know what, I take it back. It doesn't even need to be heavy. Longinus, just the shape itself, the upper attacks are so deadly. This is what Cobalt Dragoon should have been. It shouldn't have been like that weird like round shape that they gave it. They should have made it have like insane upper attacks like Longinus so it just tears through Beyblades. Let's see how it does against the Blast. Pegasus Blast. Longinus. All right. Oh! Bro, crazy upper attack from Longinus. Anyway, Longinus did a lot better than I thought because it's pretty light because I printed it out of titanium. I'm not doing that ever again. I just want to try it. I was like, I'm making so many Beyblades, let me try this different material. And the titanium looks really cool. I mean, if you're printing a Beyblade to look cool, I guess print out titanium, but if you're printing it to actually function, it is so much lighter than just the stainless steel. You know what? Let me get my scale. I'll show you guys real quick. So to put in perspective, this is how much Pegasus Blast weighs. Wait, I put it in pounds. So Pegasus Blast weighs around 38 grams, and our Longinus Beyblade only weighs 26 grams. Wait, how much does Rhino Horde weigh? Bro! Rhino Horde weighs like 6 more grams than our Longinus Beyblade. That's crazy. But even though it was super light because we printed it out of titanium, it still performed pretty spectacularly. I guess the shape is just that good. So yeah, I mean, if you do print this at home, print it out of stainless steel. You could also print the plastic part out of metal as well to make it even heavier and even more OP. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you guys want more videos like these, leave your ideas in the comments below. Your cool Beyblade ideas, and I might make them again in the future. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a nice day. LeftBurst out.